we've got one more row to do of our ribbed cuffs, and here's what they look like so far. And I wanted to talk to you about preventing your yarn from tangling, and I'll show you how to do that as we do the very last round here. So the first tip is to keep the two balls of yarn on separate sides of your work. Like I've got one, let's see, where is it? Here it is. One over here, off to my right side, and one over off to the left side. Alright, so don't put them in like the same purse, the same bag, or whatever. So the most that you're gonna have where your yarn crosses itself is one cross like this. Let's see. Like that, one time. And I'm gonna show you how to keep it that way. You either want it like this or completely untwisted. That's okay, but you don't want any more twisted than that. So just pay attention. Basically, I have one yarn always to the front and one always to the back of the work, and I'm going to show you how I move them as I go. Alright, so right now I want to knit with this one. It's to the front and the other one is just behind, hanging out. Alright, so let's do some twisted rib. Hello. There we go. Oh, there we go, that's better. Okay, so basically the management of the balls of yarn happens when you transition from one sock or one mitten or whatever to the next, or one sleeve to the next. There is where you do your tangle damage control. Alright, so right here, what I do with this yarn, now that I'm done with it, is really important. Right, let's even these loops out a little bit. Okay, so I'm halfway in between now, and I have this yarn that I'm finished with. And it's attached to the ball that's to my left. And I think what would be comfortable, I need to get it off to the left somehow so it can hang out, and I think what would be comfortable is just to put it behind, like that, and then bring this one, the other one, to the front, like that. So you can see they're still going to be crossed, but I'm knitting this way, I'm going to be uncrossing it as I knit. So this, the one that I just finished, I just put it off to the left side where the ball is, but behind. Alright, let's watch and see what happens now. I'm going to continue with the ribbing. Come on, camera. Trying to give it a chance here. It doesn't want to focus right now. That's fine. Alright. Now I've got some yarn here. Now I'm going to be turning my work always this way. Okay? So you can see, here's what's happening to the yarn. It's going to totally untwist when I turn my work. Alright, let's do the second half of this round. And I'll show you what happens when we get to the transition again. Alright, right here, just take this one. Let's see, this one over here is going to, let's go ahead and put it behind for now, just to really get it out of the way. So basically the only thing you have to keep in mind is put one to the back and move the other one to the front. As long as they're in different spots, you should be okay. There we go. Alright, so knitting along. This is going to be the last row of ribbing on the cuff. And again, I urge you to go ahead and try this cuff on before we move forward. It can't hurt. You might as well, I mean, you're not using double pointed needles, you're using magic loops, so you might as well just try it on. Alright, here we go. It's time for me to drop this yarn, and I think I'm going to go ahead and drop it to the back. Actually, go ahead and do this and get it off, because the ball of yarn is over here. So I'm going to get it like this back behind my hand, like that. To the back, bring this one to the front, so you can see they're consistently not tangling. So one to the front, one to the back. Make sure that you want to put them to the side that the ball of yarn is on. There we go. Alright, your job is to knit one round without ribbing, increasing or decreasing, next.